What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. With a total of 8 seasons, The Vampire Diaries has turned us into crybabies when it comes to saying goodbye to fan-favorite characters. There were some that we were glad to say goodbye to, however. In this video, we're going to look back on all the deaths in TVD. Without any further ado, here are all the deaths, ranked from least to most tragic. Professor Atticus was not on the list of characters that were loved in the show. He would often make other characters' lives a living hell so he could talk to his dead wife. So to be honest, we were kind of hoping for him to come to an end. The person who turned Damon into a Ripper. Damon got the chance to take vengeance on Wes, and we were kind of happy about this, weren't you? Yet another character we truly hated.
You're the biggest monster he'll ever meet.
This person put every vampire in danger with his awful plots. Again, happy to say goodbye. Elena and Damon removed MARKOS from the show. Removing him meant we would get ALARIC back, so yeah, that's a great deal. Hate, hate, and hate. When Silas got killed, we were all thrilled. He got what he deserved.
Silas!
When it comes to QETSIYAH, or TESSA, she separates Silas and Amara in death. Klaus did terrible things to Elena's biological mother, as she did terrible things because of his manipulations. Her death did certainly touch our hearts since she died terribly in front of her daughter. Bill was the kind of a person who would torture his own daughter. His fate on the show was really uncertain, and his resentments upon vampires were what ended him. After Alaric found out Esther turned him into an original vampire/vampire hunter, he killed her. However, her character came back in the originals. Because BREE tricked Damon, he killed her by ripping her heart out. His death assigned him to the other side, a purgatory-like dimension inhabited by the spirits of supernatural beings, where he remained until escaping. Giuseppe Salvatore was the late father of Damon, Stefan, and an unnamed son. Stefan killed Giuseppe as a part of revenge plan.
I didn't mean to. Get away from me.
Oh, let me help you, please.
Thanks to the vampire hunter Alaric, this character was removed just in time so he didn't cause any more trouble in Mystic Falls. William Tanner was a character who first appeared in the first episode of the first season of The Vampire Diaries. He was killed by Damon Salvatore, who wanted to confirm that he had no humanity left in him. Jules was a werewolf and a former recurring character of The Vampire Diaries. She was killed by Klaus in The Sun Also Rises. This doppelganger got so mad when she saw her lover Silas's dead body, she quickly killed herself. Catherine found a way to get rid of Amy Bradley. Well, she proved she's not someone you should mess with. One of the stupidest ways to die was shown by Sarah. She got drunk with Tyler and Matt and stabbed Tyler's shoulder. He pushed her away and hit her head, inadvertently killing her. Zachary Zach Salvatore was a nephew of Damon and Stefan. He was a human and a member of the town council. He died of a broken neck due to Damon. Damon was probably the one who killed most of the characters in TBD. Tyler's father was confused for a vampire when he was really a werewolf, and so he died in a burning basement with all the tomb vampires. Elena and Jeremy's uncle, and Elena's biological father, took down plenty of vampires before meeting his own fate. Damon appeared and Stefan forced him to watch Andy jumping and falling to the ground, dying immediately. Damon was sad as he kneeled and observed Andy's lifeless body. Damon was quite focused on the purpose of killing every single member of the Whitmore line. That's why Aaron Whitmore died. Again, Damon was responsible for another character's death. He got Mason's heart ripped from his chest. The reason? He loved Catherine. This one is quite simple. Klaus brutally murdering Tyler's pack of hybrids in the woods. Pearl Zoo was a vampire and an old friend of Catherine Pierce. She was trapped in the tomb with the other tomb vampires until 2010. She was killed by John Gilbert. When Anna died, she reunited with her mother Pearl on the other side. Esther was murdered by her own son Klaus. Vicky dies when the other side breaks, so her brother Maddie can get back to his body in time. Stefan killed Enzo on The Vampire Diaries after Cade sent him on a commission to either kill Elena or kill 100 bad people. The devil also gave Damon the same deal, except he had to choose between killing 100 people or killing Caroline. Julian was the Traveler who was controlling Tyler's body, and he ripped out Stefan's heart to stop the Traveler's spell from growing outside of Mystic Falls and killing every supernatural creature in the world. Ivy died due to a broken neck, and she was killed by Enzo. Again, Enzo's fault. Season 6 showed Jay being stabbed as he was killed by Enzo. The cause of Gale's death was drained of blood. He was killed by Damon Salvatore. Although this death was temporary, Malachi Parker was killed by Bonnie Bennett.
Translation, she's about to croak. Of course, you don't have to help her. You could just walk away.
Along with 2 other vampires, Ivy was forced to cross the anti-magic barrier into Mystic Falls and had their vampirism peeled away, killed by Trip Cook. The reason for Trip Cook's death was a slit throat and the magic purification spell. He was killed by Enzo. Killed by Damon Salvatore, Colin Phelps died of heart extraction. Any Legacies fans here? Lucas Parker died due to being the weaker twin in the merge. Elizabeth Forbes died of complications from stage 4 glioblastoma. After she says goodbye to everyone in her own way, leaving Stefan last.
You will definitely go down as the best night I never had.
She kisses him and he stabs her. Catherine collapses and leaves Elena's body. Stefan and Damon watch over Elena, waiting for her to wake up. Elena's father sacrificed his own life and made Stefan save Elena over him as their car was sinking. That was certainly heartbreaking. After the 4th human death of Jeremy, Bonnie sacrificed herself to bring him back. After experiencing a werewolf bite, Damon showed his sensitive side by giving Rose a nice time before killing her. This was one of the rare scenes where we saw the good Damon. Klaus drowned Tyler's mother in the middle of the town square for revenge. In Season 1, ALARIC'S first death on the show came when he received the vampire Damon Salvatore turned his former wife ISOBEL into a vampire. Being a vampire hunter, ALARIC'S duty was laid plainly before him. Kill Damon. Damon killed Lexi to make the town council think that she was the vampire terrorizing Mystic Falls.
Why?
It's part of the plan.
We all know that Elena couldn't hear him, but Damon's final goodbye to Elena was something magical. Good luck forgetting the memory of rivals Bonnie and Damon holding hands as they met their end. Bonnie sacrificed her own life to bring Jeremy back from the dead. Sheriff Forbes accidentally shot and killed Jeremy. One of the saddest deaths in TVD, after she attacked Jeremy and Elena, the Salvatores needed to put Vicky down. Unhappily, Jenna only survived the witches, werewolves, and vampires of Mystic Falls until the Season 2 episode, The Sun Also Rises. Alaric died in Damon's arms in The Departed. As Elena notes in her diary entry, she ended up living a long and happy life with Damon before they both died. One of the show's most beloved characters, Stefan Salvatore, met his end in the series in the finale when he sacrificed himself so that Damon could have a life with Elena. We had no chance to mention all deaths from the show, so please feel free to mention a heartbreaking death that we forgot. If you want to see more videos such as this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.